Hello, 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 sellers. It's Kathy, and I'd love to be selling on eBay. Come on in. We are going to discuss how to make more money selling on eBay, right? Always a popular topic and so necessary, right? Because we're sellers, we want to sell more. So I'm going to give you two ways to do that. Thank you for those of you that joined me live on my Facebook business page, Kathy Terrill. I love to be selling. And here, hello, hello, hello to my YouTube people. Thank you so much that watch on my YouTube channel, Kathy Terrill. I love to be selling. And do comment below. Let me know that you can hear me. That helps me a lot. And thanks also to my podcast people that have downloaded my podcast, Kathy Terrill. I love to be selling. I really, really appreciate it. And I so appreciate you joining me regularly. It means a lot to me. And I love all the comments. It helps me create content that's going to be valuable to you. And I love helping you all out because, I've been selling on eBay for a long time. I get to meet with teams regularly, which is a joy. So I'm glad to pass great tips to you. But this is what I want to be talking about because I've noticed in a couple of social media groups, people posting about slow sales. Okay. Sort of a bonus tip just to keep in mind. I mean, the weather's been really pretty awful. Like we just had a massive blizzard in the Northeast. Now, sometimes people shop during blizzards. Also you'll see like a flurry of sales. I think just people stuck inside and they haven't lost electricity. But it can also slow people down because they're really, they're concerned about home safety. They might be out shoveling snow. So just if there's a big weather disturbance going on that's taking place that impacts a lot of the United States, that's definitely going to impact sales. So that's a bonus for you. And then as people as things melt and get shoveled, they're back shopping on eBay, which is fantastic. Also, with travel delays, which it actually can help us as sellers because with people in airports waiting or whatever, they'll hop on eBay and start shopping. So just keep that in mind too. But these are my two tips to how to make more money selling on eBay. The first one you've heard a lot, but it's well worth repeating, which is listing regularly increases sales. Now, listing regularly does not mean that you have to list every day because you'll hear people say that, oh, you have to list every day to get sales on eBay. And that just isn't true because I think of the big professional sellers, for the most part, their staff will work Monday through Friday. The bigger sellers that are like the anchor level sellers, the enterprise level sellers, people with thousands of listings often only work Monday through Friday. Now, they do have teams, so it's more than just them, but they often just work Monday through Friday. And I know a bunch that they do not schedule listings on the weekend. They list Monday through Friday, and that's it. So regularly listing is good. And if you're not able to list every day, that you list at least several times during the week and also work on reworking listings. Like if things have been up for a while, you're going to want to go and take a look at them. And I'm going to give you some tips on that in this video. So that's the first tip. How to make more money selling on eBay is listing regularly. Everybody has death piles or money piles, whatever you want to talk about it. But that inventory sitting there staring at you, from the floor, from the bin, from the room, from the bags, isn't making you money. In fact, it's money that's tied up. You're literally looking at cash, which is why a lot of people call it a money pile. And so whatever you can do to get that listed or to get more of it listed, maybe to ease up on shopping. I know, like heresy, but maybe ease up a little bit until you list more. And this is why, because you're selling as a business and that's cash. You're literally looking at cash. It's not making you money sitting in the bag in the box. It's only making you money when it sells and has to be listed to sell. So the regularly listing is going to make you money. Okay. Shopping is great. We love shopping because yes, we have to get great inventory, but it's the listing of your wonderful shopping that's making you money. Again, I'm going to say it. It's the listing of your wonderful shopping that's going to make you money. The second big tip is as you're listing. So again, we're shopping, getting great inventory, and then we're listing, maybe taking a day off here and there, or again, for my part-time sellers, listing as you have time, which might be a couple hours a week. Again, you do what you are capable of doing. And if you're a part-time seller, do not compare yourself to a full-time seller. And if you have 500 listings up, do not compare yourself to somebody that has 10,000 listings up. It's not fair. Stay in your lane, be the best that you can be with the listings you have, the inventory you have access to, and you will absolutely be a wonderful, prosperous seller on eBay at the level that you're at. Okay. And it's always good to remember that, is to compare yourself to yourself and not to those other sellers. Okay. You'll be much happier, much more prosperous. But as you're putting the listing up, and this can happen sometimes because people are again, they're looking at their death pile, their money pile, and they're like, I got a list. Kathy told me to list. I got a list. And they're throwing up listings so quickly, they're overlooking things that will get them sales. So yes, that listing might sell, but it might take a year and a half, maybe 8 months. And if they took just a little more time, maybe that extra 60 seconds, or that extra minute and a half, it could sell perhaps in 2 weeks, maybe a week. We've all done it where we list something and we've done the research and we've checked all the prices and everything, and it sells like in a couple of minutes or a couple of days. And that's a matter of, you've done your job, you've created a great listing, and it's right place, right time. It just so happens that your listing went up the time when that perfect shopper was looking for that item, but you did your job. You created a great listing so that they could find it. And that's what we're going to talk about. Because again, list, yes, but list in a manner that your listing can be found by your perfect buyer, right? So if somebody's shopping for a Coach purse, I'm trying to think of something, your eBay pen, it's like, eBay's not going to show the eBay pen to somebody searching for a Coach purse, right? So you want it that whatever they're searching for, if you have it, that your listing will be one of the ones presented towards the top. So how do we do that? And I wanted to pull up this listing because I was looking at this. And this is a Noritake, and excuse me if I mispronounce the brand, vintage porcelain serving dish, 10 by 9, excellent condition. Okay. So you take a look at this. Because this has been listed for a bit of time, and you go, okay, so this is listed. What is going on? What can I do? So if I'm the seller, and I'm not the seller on this, if I'm the seller on this, what can I do to get my listing to stand out so that more Noritake shoppers will find my item? What could I do to enhance this listing? And the first thing I wanted to point out is to take a look at the title. Okay. You have 80 characters. You want to do 75 to 80 is best, and also wonderful seller, 100% positive feedback. Yay. So yes, the brand is there. It's vintage, 1950s, and it is good to put the period. Porcelain serving dish, 10 by 9, excellent condition. So a couple of things about this, because you do get 80 characters. The condition is right here in the condition notes. So to take so many characters, excellent condition, that I could be using for great keywords to help my buyer find me, I don't think is the best use of the space up in the title. The other thing to take a look at with this serving dish is it's white, it's gold, which is a very classic look. It can go with a lot of different patterns. So I might want to put white, I might want to put gold rimmed. The other thing, and take a close look at this serving dish. Okay, we've got the handle on the top. I might want to mention handle. It's also got handles on the side. I might want to mention that. But what else is here that is not in the title? Again, the title is Noritake Vintage 1950s Porcelain Serving Dish, 10 by 9, excellent condition. It's a covered serving dish. And it's a very different search. Yes, they might find it. If I'm searching for a covered serving dish, I might also search just regular serving dish, but not necessarily. If I know I want a covered serving dish, I'm going to be searching covered serving dish. So to me, that's the big keywords that are missing in this title. So I would pull out excellent condition, and I would get in there that it is a covered serving dish. You might even say, so covered serving dish, and I might mention the colors. I might mention the handles. Okay. So again, why does this matter? because it's keywords that are being fed to eBay search. I want this to be found. I want it to be found by my perfect buyer, which is somebody who's searching for a Noritake covered serving dish. Also that they would be found by people that are just looking for a serving dish, but either way it will get found. But covered serving dish is a very specific search, so I would include them. Okay, I think that will really, really help this get found, and again, found by your perfect buyer. So that's tip number one is, and it can be hard because we're looking at these and we're putting them up quickly because we're trying to get our listings up and we're trying to decrease our death piles. And sometimes we're just moving too fast, or we're just searching like Noritake, porcelain dishes. And again, forgetting about the fact that it's covered. And there are people that are just selling covers to the dishes, which makes sense. Because when people are entertaining, I'm thinking Thanksgiving, Christmas, but also we've got Easter, Passover coming up, is, you go to get your favorite covered serving dish and you find out that the lid is cracked or it broke in the way you stored it. So then people will come on and they'll search just for the lids, which is interesting. And if you price it right, they might buy yours because they figure, what the heck, I need a new lid, but I might as well get a new serving. I might as well get an excellent, wonderful condition serving dish with the lid. But just to let you know, in case you do come across in thrift stores or whatever, the lids for these wonderful serving dishes, the lids are listed too. And this is true, any pattern brands. Always take a look because lids sell. Pots, lids sell. Again, it's that whole parts and accessories thing. Another bonus tip. So really look at your title and look at the function of the item. What is it? And what makes this distinctive? And it is the beautiful colors, the classic styling, and the lid. The other thing, equally important to the title, are your pictures. And I look at the picture and I like this lifestyle picture for leading out, with the, the yummy food in the background and the glass of wine. I think it's great. However, and I don't know if this was done with Photo Room or ChatGPT or how this was done, but the handle is chopped off on the right. So what I would do is redo this first image, which, by the way, your first image is called your hero image. It's the hero. It's going hello, hello. But the right handle is chopped off. And this is such a pretty, such a classic, such a lovely serving dish. I want to see the whole thing, and I'm not. I'm getting the handle chopped off. So again, doing that, and I'm going through when I look at this lovely listing. Again, handle chopped off. And here, the right handle is chopped off. I want to see the whole thing. The right handle is chopped off. Now, I see the right handle, which is good, but I want a shot that you could use for the hero image with both handles showing. Again, you're showing the maker mark, excellent. You're showing the gold on the side, excellent. Again, the other handle, excellent, excellent, excellent. The top of the lid, what I would do is flip the lid over just because it is with the lid. It is white, just so that I can see, there's no stains or marks or anything like that, I think would be wise. And then back to the hero image. So that's my thoughts to help this like sell, sell, sell. And also that you find your perfect buyer, because that's what your listing is created to do. Yes, to get the listing up, right? Because we want to minimize our death pile and make more money. But the other thing is I want the listing to get found by my buyer, right? I mean, to just do it, it's like the spaghetti on the wall approach. What I'm after is a sale, right? Why am I listing? To sell. Why am I sourcing? To sell. The whole point is to get sales. How do I get sales? The buyer has to be able to find the item, and not just any buyer, right? I don't want my eBay pen buyer. I want somebody that's looking for a Noritake beautiful serving dish to find it. And again, a covered serving dish. So again, the keywords and the pictures. So 2 tips to absolutely increase your eBay sales. Yes, list. But the second tip is to take that time with your listing and look at your item. Why would somebody buy this? It's covered. It's porcelain. It's the pattern. It's the embellishment. It's cute. It's kitschy. It's cottagecore. What about it stands out to you that a buyer would be searching, that you want them to find your item? Why? So they can buy it. That is the whole point. It's like, I want them to be able to buy it. So it's about having that perfect listing, but it's the perfect listing for the perfect buyer for that item that you're after. Not just any buyer, the perfect buyer for your item. That's what you're after, because that'll increase your sales. It increases what's called your sell-through rate, so that your items are selling faster than perhaps your competition. Why? Because you're taking that extra minute, 2 minutes to really take a look at your keywords and to really take a look at your pictures so that you really stand out to your buyers. I've got a free guide to help you with this. If you don't know, I worked retail for over 15 years. So it is my joy to really, take a look at keywords, take a look at, what stands out to buyers. Because I did that in retail and creating displays and merchandising. So, how to stand out to a buyer. Also selling on QVC for over 6 years. So grab my free guide. It's eBay listings that sell. It's right on my website. And it'll give you some more ideas about how can I really get this listing, to pop so that I get that perfect buyer. Okay. Give me your feedback. Let me know what works for you. I love hearing from all of you. And I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling on eBay. Bye-bye, everybody.